So here we have our Cocco Pro BLDC trimmer. This is something that has been in development for a long time. This one does have our upgraded digital gap Ambassador DLC blade. This is an all-new revolutionary design for blade with an all-new core technology that allows it to cut like a razor. So it is cuts very closely, and you don't need a heavy handset, just a light handset is what's recommended, light to medium handset. And especially for outlining work, trimming work, it is, in my opinion, the best trimmer that is that's available on the market today. Like the clipper, ergonomically designed with the indentation here that fits comfortably in the hand, with the thumb grip here, thumb rest, with the neck and skeleton design here so that you can get around all the areas and you can see very clearly exactly where you're cutting, okay? And of course, this one also comes with the BLDC motor, which is going to be extremely quiet and less vibration and extremely efficient, meaning you can run this trimmer for 2 hours straight without on a single battery charge. I'm going to talk a little bit more about our digital gap technology. It is a proprietary patented, trademarked by Cocco Hair Pro, and essentially what we've done was a lot of people in the industry are familiar with zero gap, and zero gap means that you're going to bring that cutting blade up at the same level as the fixed blade so that there is no gap, there's zero gap. And technically just the definition or the word zero gap is a flawed terminology, because if you bring the cutting blade to the same level as the fixed blade, you will irritate or cut the skin. So we came up with a new technology. We've partnered with Murano, who's been working on something called digital gap for a very long time. And the idea with digital gap is, how do we actually put just the right amount of gap where you can have this thing cut so close, just like a razor, but not cut the skin. So that is what digital gap is all about. And there is a whole, it's much more complicated than even I thought, but even when you tighten down the screws on, we call this the cam piece, even when you tighten down these screws on the cam piece and the blade is adjusted, just torquing of these screws will cause that blade many times to move out of alignment or out of the gap that was initially set for. So with the proper equipment, we were able to stabilize this blade so that it would not move. So when you got it to the exact precise setting under the microscope to the 100th of a millimeter, then we could tighten these screws down and keep that precise setting at the setting where you could get the most efficient outlining, edging, and trimming possible. So this is, if you haven't tried, if you're looking for a trimmer that really cuts like a razor and gets extremely close as you can, this is the only trimmer that will do that.